Welcome, Mountaineers! If you're a junior or senior here at App State, getting ready to launch your career, this explainer module is built specifically for you. We're bridging the gap between what you learn in the classroom and what real-world boardrooms actually expect. I am so excited to guide you through this. You know, you've spent semesters learning how to craft the absolute perfect post, but out there in the business world, creativity has to meet profitability. So today, we're going to master the ultimate marketing superpower, measuring social media return on investment.
We're moving way beyond just chasing casual likes and getting right down to proving hard financial value. Here's a quick look at where we're headed today. We'll cover why ROI matters, how to tackle the social audit, aligning your metrics, the actual math for calculating ROI, and finally, how all of this transforms the entire business. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. Why social media ROI matters. Let's kick things off by looking at why tracking the return on investment for our social media efforts is absolutely critical for your future marketing careers. We are way past the days where just having a Facebook page was enough. Today, every single dollar spent needs to be justified. Just check out this staggering statistic. A whopping 44% of chief marketing officers report they haven't been able to measure the impact of social media on their business. Now think about the incredible opportunity that presents for you. As future business leaders coming out of the Walker College of Business, if you can be the marketer who actually solves this 44% measurement gap for your future employer, you literally make yourself indispensable.
Like Dennis Yu points out, the age of accountability is upon us. This means you have to prove your social campaigns actually generate bottom-line sales. It's really not enough anymore to just say a campaign was popular. You've got to track that whole customer journey. Maybe they see a tweet, do a quick Google search, wander into a store on King Street, and finally buy something. Your job is to connect those dots.
Moving on to Section 2, conducting a social media audit so we can find your baseline. How do we even start? Well, to figure out where you stand, you need to conduct a thorough social media audit every 12 to 18 months. It's a hard, objective look at your data so you can adjust your strategy and, of course, justify that budget.
You'll want to set up a spreadsheet starting with some basic internal checks. Think about a local Boone staple like Mass General Store. Who exactly holds the passwords for their official accounts? Are there former student interns who maybe still have access? You also need to scout for imposter accounts, illegally using brand assets, track your baseline follower counts, and make sure the brand voice feels exactly the same whether a customer is scrolling Instagram, X, or Facebook.
Marketing educator A. Addison Jung brilliantly reminds us that analytics act as free focus groups. Think about that for a second. Every single day, consumers are directly telling you what content they love and what they completely ignore, just by how they interact with your feed. You don't need to rent out a room and pay people to give you feedback. It is sitting right there in your metrics dashboard.
Next up, you need to analyze your content performance. We're talking about tracking things like your absolute best and worst posts, publish times, and overall sentiment. Say a video about a brand new pastry at Stickboy Bread Company gets incredible views, but absolutely zero click-throughs to the online order page. That tells you the content was entertaining, for sure, but the call to action totally failed. Tracking positive and negative sentiment is also key here, because it acts as the true pulse of how the market feels about your brand.
Section 3. Aligning metrics with goals using leading indicators. Let's look at how we tie these audit findings directly to our broader business goals. Because let's be real, pure revenue attribution takes time, and you've got to show your boss's progress along the way. You absolutely must balance what we call vanity metrics with hard revenue metrics. Vanity metrics are things like likes, shares, and audience size. Now, they're great for brand awareness, but they don't exactly pay the bills. You need to map those directly to revenue metrics. Visit to lead conversion rates, actual purchases, email signups, and the average sale amount. The whole goal is to prove that the audience you're building is actually converting into paying customers.
You can also measure the deeper impact on your key performance indicators, or KPIs. How much is a customer worth over their lifetime? What's the average sale generated specifically from a social media link? This brings up another brilliant way to prove ROI, resource savings. If your social team answers a customer's question on Twitter in 2 minutes, saving the company from a 20-minute phone call to a paid customer service rep, that is measurable money saved, my friends.
Which brings us to Section 4, calculating your social ROI. The math that matters. All right, business majors, let's get into the actual numbers. This is the exact moment where we figure out how to prove our financial worth to the higher-ups.
So how do we actually calculate this thing? You know your expenses, right? You have to account for the work hours of your team, the monthly cost of your social media software, your content development expenses like graphic design, and of course, your direct advertising spend. But how do we turn all of those varied costs into a clear, undeniable ROI percentage?
Here it is. This is the golden formula I want you to commit to memory right now. Net income divided by cost, multiplied by 100. It's beautifully simple, but gathering the accurate data to plug into it, that's where your skill as a marketer truly shines.
Let's look at a fun local example. Imagine you're running a highly targeted Finals Week survival campaign for Appalachia Cookie Co. You spend $2,200 total on the campaign. That includes your ad spend, paying a photographer for some mouth-watering cookie shots, and your own hourly rate. At the end of Finals Week, you track the specific promo codes used from your social links and find the campaign brought in $9,500 in pure profit.
Using our formula, 9,500 divided by 2,200 times 100, that translates to a massive 432% ROI. Let me tell you, when you can walk into a boardroom or present to a small business owner right here in Boone and say, hey, for every dollar you gave me, I brought you back more than $4, that is a number that will make any executive team sit up and immediately listen to you.
Let's bring it home with Section 5, transforming the entire business. Finally, let's elevate this whole concept. I want to show you how social data scales up to transform not just the marketing department, but the entire enterprise.
Because social data really does impact every single department. By listening to social chatter, product development can discover real-world pain points to fix. The sales team can use social selling to track down warm leads. HR can track which platforms or influencers bring in the highest quality job applicants. PR can track the reach of their press releases. Social is literally the nervous system of a modern business.
Just look at how these different departments leverage social. Customer service can build campaigns specifically for their superfans to measure brand loyalty and word of mouth. And I absolutely love this one. Offline marketing. If you buy a physical billboard on Highway 321 coming into Boone, you can put a highly specific hashtag or a trackable URL right on it. Suddenly, you're using digital social metrics to prove the ROI of a physical piece of wood and vinyl. How cool is that? And here is a crucial, honestly surprising stat that can totally change how you view organic reach. Brand messages reach 561% further when they're shared by your own employees rather than through your official brand channels. Think about it. People trust people, not corporate logos.
So, by creating trackable URLs and specific hashtags for employee advocacy programs, you can drastically multiply your message's reach and, most importantly, track that engagement. If your team is out there sharing the content and you can track it all the way back to a sale, that is a massive win for your ROI calculations. It turns your entire workforce into a trackable marketing asset.
So, Mountaineers, as you pack up and prepare to head out into your marketing careers, ask yourself, are you ready to stop just chasing likes and start using this data to fuel crucial business decisions? The tools are there, the math is straightforward, and the opportunity is huge. Go out there, measure everything, and prove your true value. Thanks so much for joining me in this explainer, and good luck out there.